This is a very drastic change as well, man, damn. Compared to where we were. Oh, that's awesome. Oh man, that's such a sick way to describe humanity right there. I like that. This is sick. Like, it's what is it reminding me of, man? Like, the guitar style reminds me of Lamb of God a little bit, like a tiny bit. I don't know why it reminds me of Lamb of God, but it totally does. Like, it totally has that vibe to it. You know, that similar tone. But still, man. So, passing the night to take the tongues in this veil of calamity. The weak cleaning thy mortal lanes, as above so below, an ancient race the curse of dead prophecies, born in fear. We are the nocturnal breed, so yeah. Now we're going into the actual, like, placing them where they are, how they were born, etc, etc, etc. So, like, born to the night, like, within the veil of calamity, like, as in, like, the ones who were, like, cleansing the mortal lanes whenever they died, like, taking them wherever, like, to be, tortured or saved, or whichever way, or probably just tortured, to be fair, and I don't think there is anything that would keep them that way. Then, as above, so below. Like, that's such a, like, I don't know why, but in a lot of black metal and blackened deathcore, as above so below is such a common wordage. I don't know why, you just always say it. An ancient race, the curse of dead prophecies. Born in fear, we are the nocturnal breed. And yeah, the born in fear, I think, is more towards humanity. Like, obviously humanity are born in fear, and then we are the nocturnal breed. We are the ones in the darkness waiting for you to get there. Bring forth, let them drawn into despair. Not a single one deserve the cross they all bear. That is craziness. That's such a great way to describe, like, Christianity, for instance. For, like, Jesus dying for their sins and whichever way. Like, because if you see it as, like, this is a literal thing, like, if this was a literal thing that happened, then every human has that cross, because obviously that sacrifice aided into that. But at the same time, you could also say that God could have saved him if he truly wanted to, but he wanted to put humanity into that debt to begin with, in order for the darkness to be there always, for them to always have to live with them fear of him, fear of retribution, of burning and torture and everything else because of it. And yeah, interesting, man. In, like, underneath the blackened gateways, immolation calling from within, the demonic legionnaires marching bring nothing but rot and decay. So yeah, as in we're literally within hell now, within that kind of hellscape, that spherical hellscape, should we say. And then hold the sacrifice. Like, as in literally hold that sacrifice that was keeping you safe. We are the razor to your wrist. This is the end of time. Like, time is just evaporating in this place, wherever we are at this point, man, and time is gone, time is withering. And they are the razor to your wrist. They are the one that hold that sacrifice. They are the ones keeping you there to be tortured. They are the ones who are going to make you suffer for that period of time, or for a timeless existence, which sounds even scarier, to be fair, but still. Why that That transition, man, damn. Man, that's a perfect angelic symphonic, man. That's awesome. Very, very, very godlike. I like it. Oh, I like that. That's such a cool vocal line. That's what I'm literally learning to do right now. You know, that literal vocal you just did. Boy, that solo is so much higher than the music. Like it's in greater, not higher. You know what I mean? That's a proper Shadow of Intent solo. It has to be, man. That influence is there. All the way over there, man, that's I like when things move around. Yeah, what is she writing gonna be? Man, piano time. Ah, yeah, sure. Okay. Fair enough, man. Oh, the pause. Oh, man. Made me jump suddenly. Okay. Damn, man, that is so sick. Like, this band doesn't sound like a new band to me, man. This band sounds like they've been around for such a long time. Like, you know, in the best way possible. Like, it just sounds so well put together. Like, this is like equivalent to, you know, when Sonata Arctica released Ecliptica. Like, you know, how the album is a perfect power metal album. Like, just on their debut. That's basically what this is turning into right now. Like, there's no other way to really describe it, man. If it keeps going at this pace, like, with this kind of power, this kind of level, it's gonna be insanity, man, but still. But will it be album of the year, man? This is the last one we're doing this year, so this is the one that can maybe potentially take it all, but it's gonna be hard to beat my number one. My number one is the hardest to beat. For obvious reasons, but still. But we'll go over that as we get there, but still, man. Behold the sacrifice. This is the requiem of cries. I like that. That's so cool, man. Like, the requiem of cries of, like, you're crying, you're suffering is what makes everything, man. Like, well, it's what makes this plane, one by one, planting corpses like a seed. Perennial torture, power their flesh from head to feet. So yes, and like all the corpses, all the dead are just planted back to regrow back into something else, back into a new form of torture. And then, as they are, man, they are just peeled and peeled and peeled from head to feet. In that way, man, like regrown in that sense. Spewed from filth into this world, a ceaseless discharge, a deformed sun. So yeah, I love the like total blasphemy through. The total blasphemy is like kind of cool too. But yeah, so yeah, spewed from filth, like the filth being the earth and the human race in general, and then into this spherical torture, hell, whichever way, man. And then the humans are the ceaseless discharge, and the deformed sun is Jesus, malevolent guardian to a heritage of ornaments, conceived in the fires of eternity. So like the malevolent guardian, like, is Jesus once again to a heritage of ornaments, or we can call them sheep in this sense. That's kind of where it's going, like the heritage to people who are kind of stuck there, like almost like stone, they're ornaments. They're not really doing anything, they're just blindly following for no reason, and they don't understand it completely. They're not understanding what they're believing, or something to that degree anyway, but still. And then, yeah, embrace the end of time. Behold the sacrifice. This is the requiem of Christ, the end of time. So, yeah, as in, like, this world, time is now obliterated. Everything is gone. Whether that means on Earth, I don't think so, but I think it just means within this realm itself. Bound in fear. You are the nocturnal breed. Your spark of life is at the mercy of my highness, so, of the king of the whatever play, man, of what I'm guessing would be Lucifer the snake. Like, we've kind of had that reference already. So, yeah, like, your spark of life can be eradicated, so you cease to exist, so nothingness happens. I have weaved this web, and you are the maggots crawling down. The day has come that you're swallowed by the great abyss, a sign of malice. This is the face of your hypocrisy. So, yeah, it is literally like, you've gone through all this torture, all this way, time has not even started, or time has gone, time has ended, and you've been suffering for an unknown amount of time, an infinite quantity of time, and now it's time for you to face everything else, to face the abyss, to face your malice, to face your hypocrisy towards, like, all life, towards all religion, towards everything in that degree. And damn, the depth going into this is crazy. And yeah, damn it. We got a fair bit to go, man, but damn, this is crazy. So much craziness, man. Let's not get stupid.